Hi, I'm at Ryan. Welcome to Drinking Irish. And first off, apologies with the frame rate issue last night's video for those of you who watched and noticed it. Basically, it appears I might have got a setting issue wrong by accident when pressing record. Literally, I might have pressed another button. That shouldn't happen again because I think I've worked out what it is. So fingers crossed, this will all look normal. Jazz hands. So I realised today that I am absolutely wreck tired, which isn't a surprise. I've been working my arse off, been pounding pretty hard. And so, because I didn't have anything apart from what you saw me drink last night, booze-wise, and I was still, this morning, fuck, I'm wrecked. I didn't get up till, lunchtime. I was feeling it, even this evening, when I went out for a bit of a walk, and I was I had a full dinner, faint as fuck, and that's fatigue. Because what we're going through right now is pretty tiring. And even when we get a chance to rest, because I've obviously been going pretty hard work-wise, we're going to feel that. So it's important to be smart, important to look after ourselves during this. That's something I just want to get across at the start. With that in mind, we're deliberately going for a lower alcohol beer tonight, but also because it's a beer in a style that I love, but is really, really rare in Ireland. In fact, I think it's the only Irish of this type entirely from Dungarvan. Comeragh Challenger Irish Bitter, and just checking, I believe, 3.8%, and as the name suggests, it's a bitter, and bitters are really rare in Ireland, and the reason is sadly quite simple. It's reasonably difficult to produce by comparison to a lot of other styles. Oh, whoa, we got, oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know how that did that, but it's doing it. Yeah, we got an explosive one. So I'm going to pour this, then I'll get back to explaining the sad problems with getting bitter done in this country, because Dungarvan, I don't think they even make this every year. They make it most years, so obviously that's emmetted the hell out of the head, but just in order to avoid too much spillage on a part of my apartment floor that has a lot of it. So so the problem is basically it's reasonably difficult to make, but obviously that's not enough, because lager is reasonably difficult to make, and lager is hugely popular, and that's the catch. Lager is hugely popular, it's got an established market. Bitter, despite being massive across the water in the UK, as a style, just never really has caught on here, which is very sad to me, because in the summer in particular, I think bitter is fantastic. It's great. When I go to the UK, I'll almost invariably get some during the summer when I'm over there on work trips. And when I say the UK, it really is mainland Britain. You don't see that much bitter up north. For those of you who argue at the border, I don't give a crap. I don't mean that quite that much, but I'm not here for the discussions over what we call the UK and what we don't today. That's not what I'm here for. But mainly, it's England and Wales, and to a degree Scotland, is where you see bitter. And it's unfortunate because it's a great beer, great style. I love it because you can get a lot of flavour and fairly low alcohol. I thought the lads had a suggestion here on this type of stuff. They don't quite. They do refer to it as a summer beer, of course, which makes sense. Bitter in the summer, beautiful. I mean, really great. And I think it's a type of beer that works great room temp or chilled. There's a lot and that includes Comeragh Challenger, which I know fairly well. I've had it quite a few times. But as a style, it works just fantastically. I love bitters, but they're just not that easy to get. But Comeragh Challenger, which thankfully we've got enough of now, is a great example. It's pretty much the only Irish example I can think of. If you can think of any other Irish examples, even macros that would qualify as bitters, feel free to let me know and I will give them a go. But I don't think there are. Certainly none that claim it anyway. And yeah, it's just unfortunate because I love a good bitter. It's just a standard go-to drink for me when I go to the UK, mainly because you can't get it here. And that's just the thing. I don't really have much more to say about that. But getting back to the fatigue thing before we let this fella settle down. So listen, be smart. I'm just gonna chill out playing some old computer games tonight. I'm not even probably gonna play FIFA. I'm probably gonna find me a Mega Drive emulator, chill out in some low key 16 bitters. Probably, possibly will be sports games from that era, but still, and just take it handy. So we're nearly there. Just gonna. We didn't lose that much of the beer in the end, actually, which is great. Now, next time someone's in here apart from me, it's going to be like, why does this particular spot of your floor smell like beer? And I'll point to the camera setup and the chair goes, well, sometimes things happen. So we're just going to tidy off here. I'll give that another few seconds to settle down. Comeragh Challenger from Dungarvan. I got this from Ardkeen. I know there are other places you can get it. Top of my head, I can't think of them. If Dungarvan Brewing want to chime in the comments below, feel free and let people know where they can get this. And Yeah, no, so listen, it's great. Second time in a row in 2 nights with Waterford. I was going to go to the next door neighbours in Kilkenny, which gives a cue to what brewery I'm talking about, but I decided, listen, I want to go a little bit lighter tonight because, again, it's a bit lightheaded earlier. I've had a bit of toast since I got home on top of my dinner that I had earlier, so I'm fine now, but just one of those things, be smart because like, my body was there. What are you doing even trying to move? Like, it was clearly, you fucked, man, you're fucked. What are you doing? So it's like, okay, grand, chill out, have a nice, quiet, mild one, so let's have a smell. Oh yeah, honestly smells like summer, you know. Oh, just wafting in, like, you know, it's the classic bitter aroma. Just brilliant, like. Yeah, it's just nice bit of dank finish. There's a little bit of caramel in there. It's mostly just that beautiful, fresh, summery vibe to it, like. Straight up barbecue, by the way, in terms of pairing, no question. That's where I'm putting this. This is such barbecue food. And I really do mean the full gamut, like from your heaviest flavour packed meats to your lightest stuff. It's just going to bounce off pretty much anything you put on the grill, which is great, like, you know, because there's a lot of beers that go have it with this stage of the barbecue, that one, I'm talking barbecue stuff. But like this one, I'm kind of going, there's no stage where I'm not kind of going, ba-dum, 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 like Comeragh Challenger can go there, and that's great. And yeah, it's great because, like, and again, like I said, it's great, like, you know, on a value for ABV, I suppose, because I'm still getting that flavour hanging in my mouth here, which is great. And yeah, no, it's a great one. So listen, that's all I'm going to say about this beer because I'm still a bit tired, to be honest. Yeah, listen, Sláinte live go léir and look after yourselves.